What's up everybody, I'm Brian from I1Tesla and I'm here at the racetrack kind of waiting for the weather to settle a little bit. You might see it's drizzling a little bit. The track is completely wet, although we're not going on the track. We're going to go on the trails a little bit later and get my Model Y really dirty. We went a little bit yesterday just scouting around a little bit and it's fun. This thing is very capable. But there's some changes that I want to make to it. For right now, what we're going to be doing is Hannshow sent me a new massaging seat for the Model Y and the Model 3. Now they sent me one before and I have the massaging seats in here, but they have an updated one that hooks to the OBD2 port that's in the back of the center console. Here's what you get in the kit. Obviously the directions. This is what hooks up to the OBD2 port behind, or the cable that you would have an OBD2 port. The controller box, the wiring, 3M sticky pad along with zip ties, and they send tools as well, which is really nice. So this should be a pretty easy install. It's all obviously on the driver's side, that's where I'm going to put it, and it's just routing from the back through the side of the center console, underneath the seat to everything. You'll see. It's not very difficult if you watch the last one. I'll put that up there if you wanted to see the last version of it. So let's get going. It's a little warmer than I thought. I'm going to take the sweatshirt off. And I'm just going to use the tools that they sent, plus a flashlight, just so we can see everything. But that's what's really great about this. They're starting to send their own tools, the tools that you'll need for it, so you don't need to go out and buy anything special. You can buy some stuff to make it a little bit easier, but you don't need to. All right, so I read through all the directions instead of just step by step like I usually do. You should read through all the directions on what you're doing. And the cool thing about this new version is you don't need to hook to the back of the seat, so you don't need to pull the back of the seat off. I have to remove the old one, but you're just hooking to the buttons on the side. And what's really, really cool about this product now is there's some smart technology inside of it. So you can program it, well, normal position, it'll run for 3 minutes and then it's off. You can program it to run for 5 minutes now. You can stop it by just holding down the down button for, I think it was half a second, or no, 10 seconds, I'm sorry. But then you can set it to auto turn on. You can have it set to auto turn on every half hour and it'll run for 5 minutes at a time. So on your long trips, it'll give you a nice little massage. You can have it set to an hour and a half, or 2 hours. So it's really nice that they're including some smart technology into this, or some programming, I guess, instead of just turning it on and turning it off. All right, so this is Editor Brian. I gotta step in here for a little bit, and I'm gonna jump ahead to when I'm driving home to talk a little bit about it and then put the installation towards the end of the video, because I know a lot of people don't watch all the way through the end of the videos. If you're thinking about buying this, which I think you should, it's a great product, you can watch the install, but if you're just kind of curious about it, this was my thoughts on the way home from it. And this is, now that I have it in the car for about a month now, I use it all the time and it works wonderfully. I've used it so much that there's no problems with it. Some of you guys may notice I don't have my Tesla letters up there and there's a bunch of crap everywhere. I'm moving. I don't know if I told everybody, but I am moving. So we're getting things set up. I'm taking everything down out of here. I bought a house and we move in next week, by the way, Friday. So I'm getting everything set up in this garage, or cleaned up in this garage, and getting everything to the new house. But I'm actually starting another channel about the smart home there, the Tesla home channel, because I'm looking at solar and all the other stuff and all the cool technology in the house. So there's a link down below if you want to subscribe to that channel, and I'd appreciate it. Here's my thoughts and then the installation. Before, when you'd push the button, it was kind of awkward. It would take a little bit to really, it was a lot of finesse to push the buttons. Now you just push down twice, count to, you count like 1 second in between. You hold it down, you go 1, 2. I don't know if you heard that beep, but it beeps to let you know that it's starting. And it's starting for 3 minutes and it's gonna run, and then it beeps when it turns off. A lot of people complained about the last time, oh, my motor's gonna burn out on this. Well, it goes really slow, and I used it quite a bit on the last time on this seat, so this motor's run quite a bit. Now, this is probably the 4th time I've been on the road for 40 minutes. This is the 4th time I pushed the button, and it's just fine. Again, another good product from Hannshow. And it came in handy, because my lower back is sore from bouncing around in the woods there. So first thing you want to do is position the seat up a little bit higher so you got room to move everything around. They give you a pry tool, and there is a screw underneath this side, but I noticed that you can pull this apart and really get to everything without doing that. We don't have to mess with that screw, but if you wanted to, you could use the provided tool to loosen that up. I'm gonna try it without that, but I might need to anyway because we have to route the wires up underneath and over. We'll see. I'll let you know what I did. You unhook the top of the box here. I mean, just follow the directions. It's not very difficult. And this is the one I had on before. So I'm just removing that. This is what would be hooked to this box here. That's the box where I just unhooked it from there. And again, like I said, I had the one in here before. So there's quite a bit of room here to pull this plastic away, and then you'll just push it back into place. I'm just gonna pull, this is the factory one. I'm gonna leave that up high so I know where it is. All right, so now that I've removed the old one, we're gonna take the black wires, this connector, if you can see that, and this white wire here, this white connector, that's what hooks up to the box. The other stuff, the larger connections here will actually go to the OBD2 port, which is in the back of the center console that we're gonna feed this to. And sorry for the noise, it's a gutter over there. Like I said, it's raining today. So we're gonna feed this up through underneath the seat and this other one and hide that box underneath the seat. And there's a bunch of spots to hide things underneath there. And then we'll run the other stuff under the seat over to the center console, and I'll get that ready for you. But I'm gonna send this wire, the thin flat wire. Now this is going to be a little easier in the Model Y, even though there's not much room here, because as you can see the wires here, I have pushed through. There's actually an opening to get to the other side, and then we're just going to follow that up. So I'm going to push these through on this side, and then we'll be able to grab them on the other side and lift up on them. See the opening in the carpet right here? I'll be able to grab these and bring them right up to the controller there. Here's the wires. Like I said, I'm just going to feed them right up into there, and they're going to hook right into this. All right, now that this wire is ran through there, we take the box and we hook it up to the box, and then we're going to double side tape this, or actually I'm going to tuck it into this piece right here for now. Then the next step, as I slide you down, the OBD2 port is right in here. You can grab from the side, and in the Model Y, the OBD2 port, and the new Model 3 is the OBD2 port. This isn't technically an OBD2 port, this is just a connector. We take this off, and this goes in between. All right, now before you disconnect this, go to the screen up front and power off the vehicle. Keep the doors open, don't close the doors, because as soon as you open or close a door, any changes will power the car back up. So all you have to do is push on this right here and pull off, and this is disconnected. Just a matter of putting these two together. And I'm going to hook this up just to make sure that it works before I really go through and lock everything in place. So the massaging seats are wonderful. You can actually change those things by holding down the buttons. There's directions in all those, so you can customize how you want it. You can have it come on automatically every half hour to an hour to 2 hours really, and you can adjust the time frame and everything. So excellent second addition to the product. Definitely get yours. There's a link down below for Hannshow, and order yours today.